Imagine spending tens of millions of dollars, not on a mansion or a private jet, but on a car, only to discover you've just bought yourself a beautifully engineered financial prison. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 7 ultra-luxury hypercars you should probably never buy, because they'll drain your bank account faster than you can say exotic. From Bugatti nightmares to Rolls-Royce disasters, these machines look like dreams but come with a shocking price tag you won't see until it is far too late. Stick with me until the end, because the last 2 cars on this list will absolutely shock you. Before we dive into the specific models, let's get one thing straight. Why would a multi-million-dollar car bankrupt anyone, especially the rich? It's not just the purchase price, it's the hidden world of insane upkeep costs. We're talking tires that cost more than a family sedan, oil changes that require flying in a specialist, and insurance premiums that could fund a small startup. Then there's depreciation. Unlike a rare painting, many of these cars plummet in value the second they're driven. Exclusivity, which sounds like a blessing, quickly becomes a curse when you need a bespoke part and there are only 2 mechanics on the planet qualified to install it. It's a world where your asset becomes your biggest liability. Let's start our list with a car that redefines bespoke luxury, the Rolls-Royce Boattail. Often called the most expensive new car in the world, its price is reportedly around $28 million. Luxury is its fortress. You get matching high-end watches, a bespoke picnic suite in the trunk that unfolds with champagne chillers, and every single element is custom-built by artisans. But here's the catch for the owner. Every piece, every screw is unique. If a custom-molded latch fails, you can't just order a new one. You're on a waiting list, hoping the same artisan who built it is available. Insurance, maintenance, shipping parts from England, it all comes at a staggering premium. And because only 3 exist, finding a buyer in the future is nearly impossible without taking a massive multi-million-dollar loss. This is a car for someone whose money is truly overflowing. For anyone else, it's a financial trap wrapped in polished aluminum. Next up, a close relative, the Rolls-Royce Droptail, La Rose Noire. This is the first in a new series of 4 coach-built masterpieces, rumored to cost over $30 million. Rolls-Royce spent 4 years creating this automotive sculpture. It features an interior with 1,603 individual pieces of black sycamore veneer, forming a stunning rose petal motif. It even has an integrated Audemars Piguet watch that can be removed and worn. Its carbon fiber roof is also removable, transforming it from a sleek coupe to a breathtaking roadster. The craftsmanship is undeniable. But for you, the owner, that means bespoke parts, ultra-rare components, and impossibly long turnaround times for any repair. Very few people on Earth will ever truly understand what you own, which means the pool of potential buyers is microscopic. It's less of a car and more of a museum commission on wheels. Let's shift gears to pure performance with our third car, the Bugatti 110. Built as a tribute to the legendary EB110, only 10 of these were ever produced. It's a monster, powered by a quad-turbo W16 engine delivering 1,600 horsepower, rocketing from 0 to 60 in just over 2 seconds. So, what's the twist? One owner drove theirs just 272 miles before putting it up for auction. Why? Because with hypercars like this, every mile you drive can actually dent its value. The more pristine and closer to 0 miles they are, the more they're worth to collectors. Driving it literally becomes a liability. And let's talk about service. Parts, logistics, specialized tools. Everything is ultra specialized. A simple fluid change can cost over $20,000. If something major goes wrong, you could be waiting months and paying astronomical premiums to get it fixed. It's an incredible machine, but owning one is a high-stakes gamble. Number 4 on our list is a whole category, Ferrari Special Limited Editions. Think of the LaFerrari, the FXXK, or any of the one-off SP projects. These cars often carry insane price tags but come with savage running costs. You're not just buying a car, you're buying into an ecosystem. This can mean paying for custom parts flown in from Italy, accepting track usage restrictions, and facing extreme depreciation if you don't sell it within the right collector circle. Some of these Ferraris can lose half their value if they're mismarketed. And if you dare to actually drive them, be prepared for tires, brakes, and service cycles that cost more than a brand new luxury sedan. A clutch replacement on certain models can run you upwards of $30,000. It's a passionate ownership experience, but one that demands a bottomless wallet. Coming in at number 5 is the work of an automotive artist, Pagani. Whether it's a Huayra or a Zonda Special Edition, Pagani is famous for obsessive detail, artistic flair, and extreme rarity. But that beautiful obsession translates into a world of headaches for the owner. The custom carbon fiber parts can cost as much as a luxury car on their own. The fault tolerance on these intricate machines is extremely low. If you scratch a custom-molded panel or break a unique piece of trim, you can't just pick one up from a parts counter. You will wait, you will pay a fortune, and you will wait some more while it's handcrafted in Italy. Horacio Pagani considers his cars art, and like any priceless artwork, restoring even minor damage is a complex and costly affair. For our sixth car, let's venture into the realm of Scandinavian engineering insanity, Koenigsegg. Take your pick, the Jesko, the Regera, or a classic CCX Special Edition. These cars are ultra-powerful, pushing the absolute limits of technology with innovations like the light-speed transmission. But that cutting-edge nature makes them brutal to repair. Official service centers are located in only a handful of cities worldwide. If you live anywhere else, you might have to ship your car internationally just for routine maintenance. Shipping parts takes weeks, and you'll pay insane labor rates for the few technicians certified to work on them. Driving one of these masterpieces outside of perfect road conditions is courting disaster. Would you risk a multi-million-dollar hypercar on a road with a single pothole? That's the gamble you take every time you turn the key. Finally, we arrive at number 7, the most dangerous car of all, because it's the one you don't see coming. It's the safe exotic. This could be a limited edition Lamborghini, a special McLaren model, or another car that seems reasonably priced for its performance. You think you found a bargain. But lurking behind that alluring sticker price are hidden costs. Specialized clutches designed for the racetrack that wear out in a few thousand miles on the street. Racing spec parts with limited availability. Extremely sensitive engine calibrations that require constant attention. These are often the worst financial traps because you're fooled into thinking you're safe, that you've outsmarted the market. And then, the first major service bill arrives, and your wallet starts bleeding. So, what's the big takeaway here? These aren't just cars. They're financial commitments on steroids. The maintenance, servicing, parts, and insurance will have you paying royal sums every single year. When it's time to sell, the resale can be brutal, as the buyer pool is ultra-narrow. The rarity and complexity that make them special also make breakdowns a complete nightmare. Even the miles you drive can erode the value of limited editions. If your heart is truly set on owning a hypercar, choose carefully. Ask yourself, can I handle the absolute worst-case scenario? Do I want a car I can drive, or a museum piece that sits in a climate-controlled garage? If you enjoyed this look into the dark side of hypercar ownership, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps the channel tremendously. Drop a comment below. If money were no object, which of these cars would you still dare to own? And be sure to subscribe for more behind-the-gloss videos. Next time we'll flip the script and examine hypercars that are actually smart investments. Thanks for watching, drive wisely, and don't let your dream car become your financial nightmare. Imagine spending tens, even hundreds of millions, only to discover you've just bought your own financial prison. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 ultra-luxury hypercars you should never, ever buy, because they'll drain your bank account faster than you can say exotic. From Bugatti nightmares to Rolls-Royce disasters, these machines look like dreams, but they come with a shocking price tag you won't see until it's too late. Stay until the end. The last 2 will absolutely shock you. Before we dive into the specific models, let's get one thing straight. Owning an ultra-luxury car isn't just about the initial purchase price. That's just the entry fee to a very exclusive and very expensive club. The real costs, the ones that blindside even the wealthiest owners, are hidden. We're talking about maintenance that costs more than a family sedan, tires that need replacing every few thousand miles for the price of a small car, and insurance premiums that could fund a startup. Then there's depreciation. You might think a rare car is a great investment, but that's not always true. If the market is tiny, finding a buyer can be nearly impossible. This is called illiquidity, and it means your multi-million-dollar asset is effectively worthless if you can't sell it. And don't forget the curse of exclusivity. When only a handful of cars exist, every single part is bespoke. If something breaks, you can't just order a new one. You're at the mercy of artisans, specialized technicians, and a global supply chain that moves at a snail's pace. Ready to see the cars that embody these financial pitfalls? Let's begin. Kicking off our list at number 7 is a car often called the most expensive new car in the world, the Rolls-Royce Boattail. With a reported price tag around $28 million, luxury is its fortress. It's not just a car, it's a rolling piece of art, complete with matching luxury watches and a bespoke picnic suite in the trunk. But here's the trap. Every single piece, every screw, every stitch of leather is custom. If anything fails, a switch, a mechanism, a tiny piece of trim, you're on a waiting list for a master artisan to recreate it. Shipping it from England, insuring it, and paying for that specialized labor will cost a king's ransom. And because only 3 of these exist, selling it in the future is almost impossible without taking a massive financial hit. This is a car for someone whose money is truly overflowing. For anyone else, it's a beautifully crafted financial trap. At number 6, we have another masterpiece from the same legendary brand, the Rolls-Royce Droptail La Rose Noire. This is the first in a new series of 4 coach-built marvels, and it's rumored to cost over $30 million. The automaker worked for 4 years to deliver this masterpiece. It features an interior with 1,603 individual pieces of black sycamore veneer arranged in a stunning rose petal mosaic. It even has an integrated Audemars Piguet watch that can be removed and worn. The removable carbon fiber roof transforms it from a sleek coupe to a breathtaking roadster. Its luxury taken to an unbelievable extreme. But for an owner, that means bespoke parts, ultra-rare components, and impossibly long turnaround times for any service or repair. And the resale risk? It's brutal. Very few people in the world can even comprehend what you own, let alone afford it. Finding a buyer who appreciates its unique story and is willing to pay for it will be an epic challenge. Coming in at number 5 is a modern legend, the Bugatti 110. Created as a tribute to the iconic EB110, only 10 of these were ever produced. It's powered by a monstrous quad-turbo W16 engine, delivering insane power and rocketing from 0 to 60 in just a couple of seconds. But here's the twist that makes it a financial nightmare. Its value is tied to its condition and mileage. One owner famously drove his just 272 miles before auctioning it off. Why? Because with hypercars this rare, every mile you drive can literally chip away at its value. Pristine, zero-mile examples are what collectors crave. So, the very act of enjoying your car becomes a financial liability. Furthermore, the parts, servicing, and logistics are all ultra-specialized. If something goes wrong, you could be waiting months and paying astronomical premiums to get it fixed. And when you decide to sell, the pool of potential buyers who understand and can afford such a machine is microscopic. That's a huge risk. Next up, at number 4, we have a category of cars rather than a single model. Ferrari's special limited editions. Think of the LaFerrari, the FXXK, or any of the one-off creations. These cars often carry insane price tags and promise exclusivity, but they also come with savage running costs. You'll be paying for custom parts flown in directly from Maranello, Italy. Some of these models have strict track usage restrictions, meaning you can't even drive your own car whenever you want. And depreciation can be brutal if it's not sold within the right, tight-knit collector circle. A mismarketed Ferrari Special Edition can lose half its value overnight. And if you do choose to drive it, even a little, get ready for a shock. Tires, brakes, and routine service cycles can easily cost more than a brand new luxury car. It's a high-stakes game where one wrong move can cost you millions. At number 3, we enter the world of hypercar art with Pagani. Whether it's a special edition Huayra or a one-off Zonda, Pagani is famous for its obsessive attention to detail, its artistic craftsmanship, and its extreme rarity. But that's a double-edged sword. It also means you're entering a world of custom carbon fiber parts that cost as much as a high-end sports car, extremely low fault tolerance, and a universe of headaches for the owner. If you scratch a custom panel or break a unique piece of trim, you can't just pick one up from a parts counter. No, you'll have to wait for it to be handcrafted in Italy, pay a fortune for it, and then wait again for it to be shipped and installed by a certified technician. The beauty of a Pagani is undeniable, but the cost of maintaining that beauty is a heavy burden to bear. Now for our runner-up at number 2, another Scandinavian powerhouse, Koenigsegg. Let's take the Jesko or the Regera. These cars are at the absolute cutting edge of automotive technology. They are ultra-powerful, stunningly designed, and brutally fast. They are also brutal to repair. Service centers are located in only a few cities around the world. If you don't live near one, you'll be shipping your car across continents for even basic maintenance. Parts can take weeks or even months to arrive. And you'll be paying insane labor rates for the few technicians qualified to work on these machines. Driving them anywhere outside of perfect conditions on a perfect road is courting disaster. A single pothole could lead to a repair bill that would make your eyes water. Would you risk a multi-million-dollar investment every time you took it out for a drive? That's the gamble you take with a Koenigsegg. And finally, the number 1 car you should never buy. The one that can bankrupt you even if you're rich. This one is the sneakiest of all. The seemingly safe limited edition exotic. I'm talking about a special model from a brand like McLaren or Lamborghini. It looks incredible, it seems more attainable than a Koenigsegg or a Pagani. And the dealer might even tell you it's a solid investment. You're fooled into thinking you're safe. But behind that beautiful exterior lie hidden costs. These cars often use specialized racing spec clutches that wear out quickly and cost a fortune to replace. Parts availability can be extremely limited, even for a mainstream exotic brand. The engine and electronics can have incredibly sensitive calibrations that require constant expert attention. These cars are often the worst offenders because they lure you in with a false sense of security. And before you know it, your wallet is bleeding, and you're stuck with a car that's a nightmare to own and a nightmare to sell. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? These magnificent machines are not just cars, they are financial commitments on steroids. The maintenance, servicing, parts, and insurance will have you paying like royalty year after year. The resale market is brutally narrow, making it incredibly difficult to get your money back. The rarity and complexity that make them so desirable also make breakdowns an owner's worst nightmare. Even the simple act of driving them can erode their value. If your heart is set on owning a hypercar, you have to choose carefully. Ask yourself, can I truly handle the worst-case scenario? Am I prepared to hold this car for 10 years or more if I can't sell it? And most importantly, do I want a car to drive or a museum piece to admire from a distance? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the dark side of hypercar ownership, please hit that like button. It helps the channel tremendously. And drop a comment below. Which of these 7 cars would you dare to own if money were no object? Don't forget to subscribe for more behind the gloss videos. Next time we'll be looking at hypercars that are actually smart investments. Thanks for watching, and remember, drive wisely and don't let your dream car become your financial nightmare.